Hey everyone, and welcome again to Brick Talk TV Live. So this is the third attempt at the stream today. I've rebooted the router, so hopefully the internet connection will last us a bit longer this time. If it doesn't, then we'll probably abandon it today and I'll have to wait for another day when the internet seems to be improved. Hopefully it's not the Russians trying to attack us, cyber attack in the UK. Back to today, we're going to be doing the story of Nian, which was released last year for the Year of the Ox. We've got the ox on the box here. It's depicting a nice scene of a Chinese dragon celebrating New Year with a scene with some walls and some fireworks going off. There's 6 minifigures included in the set as well, and I think it's just under 1,500 pieces, so shouldn't be too bad. I've already opened it because we opened it in the stream we did a minute ago before the internet collapsed. So we're going to get in and start building this now. So let me move into the zoom mode. So on the back of the box you can see the scenes that have been depicted here. There is a snowman, as I mentioned on the stream I did a minute ago, which is very similar to the Lego staff gift this year from Ninjago. It's the same approach I think for Snowman. There's a few figures and we get some really cool fireworks scenes as well, and I'm also looking forward to building this dragon today. I've already taken all the bags out of the box and put them back in. So there's 8 bags of bricks inside the box. We've got a bag of sort of explosions and fireworks, which is similar to the ones we saw at the Daily Bugle when we built that, and we've got a couple of large plates inside as well, 8 by 16 I think they were, so together they form a 16 by 16 plate, but we'll see where they get used in the set. Next Sunday we're going to be streaming the White House, so we're going to do a Lego architecture set, so we've not done that for a while, so I'm looking forward to building that, and this is our last Chinese New Year set that we're going to be building this year. March is the month for Marvel as well, so once we've done the White House I'll put a series of links up for some Marvel Infinity sets as well, so check out those, they're already up on the stream, or up on the channel. So let's crack open the instructions then. You can already see a little sheet of stickers, so it looks like we've just got 2 stickers inside this set, so just put them to the side. Take a look at the instruction manual. So same as the box, we've got some nice pictures here inside depicting probably the story. So it looks like maybe this dragon or lion, I think it's maybe a lion dragony thing, comes to a village by the look of it, scaring them, and the story is that they like fireworks and fire to scare the beast away. And I'm guessing that's what the story is. So you can see the build journey today. We're going to start off, first bag is going to give us the base, and then we're going to move through to building up the walls and the doorway, then adding a bit of snow to the effects, a bit more snow in the roof in bag 4. 5 we're starting to put some finishing touches to the actual scene. 6 we're getting into some fireworks, and then 7 and 8 we're going to start building the animal. So let's crack on. Brandon, I think I won't get the Thor hammer tomorrow, because I think I've spent my Lego budget for the month already buying lots of Marvel sets, so I'll probably get Thor's hammer next month. And I'll do a live stream of the build for it as well. So let's look at our first figure then inside the bag. So it looks like a man, and he's got a bag and some black hair, so he's got nice blue legs, he's got a red torso with some Chinese writing on his jacket and a lovely print on the back of the actual the beast, or dragon or lion. I think it's going to be a dragon, let's go with dragon for today. And we'll just stick his satchel over his shoulder. He's got single printed face actually, he's just got a big smiley face on the front, and then he's got some black hair. So that's our first minifigure out of the bag. Then we need to start with this tan plate here. Stick a couple of 2x2s in either end, like that, and then we put a 1x8, was it 10 plate in the middle in dark bluish grey. And we've got a 1x8 light bluish grey plate, and this is where we connect one of those large white plates that we saw earlier in the bag. I'm going to put a 1x8 tile in between that and the 1x8 plate like so. And we'll stick a 4x4 white plate in the middle, and we'll surround that by a couple of 1x2 light bluish grey plates. There's no video this week put on the channel on Friday. I'm a little bit behind on my filming schedule, but I did do loads of filming yesterday, so I've just got to edit some more videos and I'll put them on the channel. Hopefully I should have some ready for you this week on Friday. So just putting some steps down here by the look of it. Then we need a couple of 1x4 light bluish grey plates. Just put these on either side there. We've got a couple of these light bluish grey slopes. Put these either side. And a couple of 1x1 tiles to finish off the sort of side of the steps look there. And then at the back here where we've got these studs, we're going to stick another couple 1x1 tiles on. Couple of 1x8 tiles here and finish the stairs up here, and then we need another one in the middle, so we're just going to put some flooring down on the top of the staircase now. So we've got a couple of these 2x2 modifiers with 2 studs on, and then we've got 2x4 tiles just to fill in these gaps. So you can see how we've raised that up now. Then we've got a couple of 2x8 tan plates. Stick these at the front, and then we've got 2x3 bricks just to stick in the other side there, so we can connect that in a second. Then we get 6 of these 2x2s modified with the 2 studs just facing on top, and we stick the 3 of them together like this, and they fill in these gaps at the front here to cover up the tan plates like this. This is going to be the doorway, I guess. Then we've got another 4x4, we'll just make that in over there, and then off of that we stick a 2x4 dark tan brick. Then we have one of these large white wedges again, and just connect that on. And now we're going to continue to build the wall out down the side here. So we've got a couple of 1x2s in dark tan on top of each other. Then we'll add a bit of snow effects in here as well. Just stick this wedge in there. This slope piece in with a 1x1, and then a couple of dark tan cheese wedges just going here and here. Then we'll stick a large sloped piece just in front of the 2x2s we stuck in earlier, and then one of these wedge pieces here. I'm starting to build a bit of a wall up. Same colours as we used actually last week in the Ice Festival, these dark tan with the white colours. It's very similar. And we've got this large white slate piece to give us some snow, and one of these curved pieces as well, just to hang off this plate over there. Then we've got a few white wedges just to go in here, just to give us some texture on the snowy floor. And then we've got a big curved piece here, and then a little 1x1 just goes in the middle here just to connect those. So just a bit white texture in over there. Then we start building this side out, so we stick another one large plate in like so, and then we've got a huge 1x16 brick, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, yeah, 1x16. Just stick that right across on this side, and at the same time we stick one of these curved pieces on the other side of this tan plate there. Add another 4x6 white plate in. Then our other large oversized plate that we opened earlier just goes in the front here, just connects with this curved piece. And then our last wedge piece here, so you can kind of see that's the main surface area, I suppose, the footprint for this set. Now we're going to just build out this section. So we've got a couple of bright coloured bricks, which I guess will get hidden once we start to build this up a bit more. So we've got these teal log bricks and this 2x6 brick in yellow. And at the end here we'll stick one of these 2x3 curved bricks in white to give us that snow effect. Then we've got some dark tan bricks to stick in here. Makes it look a bit rocky. Oh, Bilbao. Rocks, like that. One of those, and a small 1x2 brick. So this large 2x3 slopes goes in front here. And then this piece goes on like that for more snow. Then we have one of these wedge pieces, a few more dark tan ones. One of these, and we'll just build out this side here. This plate here is helping connect this large wedge as well to the main base, which is cool. Next up we've got more of these wedge pieces, another 1x2, got a couple of 1x1 white plates and a quarter tile. We stick the two 1x1 white plates together. Just add these on for a bit of snow. So on top of this wedge here we'll stick one of those, another layer of a wedge there, and a 1x2 at the back. Now a little quarter tile just goes on top like that to give us some snow. Then we have another one, these curved bricks and the quarter tile. The quarter tile just on top of it. We'll stick that just over there. Then we get a couple of 2x4s, stick them on top of each other, and then they'll go either side here to build our doorway up. Just down this side. And then to start building a bit of the door, I think we'll start with one of these 1x1 and a thirds in red. Stick a 1x2 plate on top, and then stick another and I'm on the third facing the other way. Then we've got a double cheese wedge in light bluish grey, and a 1x1 which must be in gold. Looks a dodgy colour in the manual. Stick that at the bottom there, and then that's go one back, and that goes on. See there? On the back there. Just adding this in the doorway. Then we do the same for the other side. And stick that in. Then we're going to put some things on the outside. These could be gongs almost, except they're probably not, because they're in sort of a grey colour, which kind of makes it feel like it's concrete. So we start off with these 2x2 discs in grey, and stick a couple of 1x1 rounds into it. Then we stick it into this bracket piece, and then we've got an inverted 2x2 that connects in top like that. And then stick these on the two studs here at the front, and then we repeat the process for the other side. Stick that in like this, and then the inverted piece goes on the other side, and that goes on there. Just added them either side of the door. Then a couple of these 1x2s by 2s, a couple of 1x2 plates go on the top, and then we'll stick these just in front of these 2x4s we stuck on earlier, facing out. So we got something looking a bit like this now. Then we need 4 2x2s in grey. Stick these on top of those to secure them into position. Leave a 1 stud gap at the back, and then on this side we're going to build out a bit more of the wall. So we get 3 1x4s, 1x2, we've got a cheese wedge in dark tan and a 2x4, and we start here with a 1x2, 1x4, then our 2x2 goes on, another 1x4 and another one, and then we end it off with the cheese wedge just to start building the wall up on this side. And then we're going to put some snow detail on as well. So we've got one of these large pieces that just goes in this gap here at the front to give it some snow slopes. A few more dark tan pieces. A couple of dark orange 1x1 rounds which go on top of each other. These stick just on the end here. Then there's a 1x2, and then we've got 1x2 with a 45-degree slope. Another one of these pieces and 2 1x1 plates, and then a large sloped piece. And it just covers up around this side. Stick these 1x1s together again like we did on the other side, and stick that on top there. Then we start with a 1x2 plate, and we'll stick an Erling brick in reddish brown. Next to that we'll put a 1x1 plate, and then we'll stick our curved brick just on top like this, and that goes over here on the ends. Then on top of that we'll stick our 1x1 curved corners, and another one of these curved pieces at the end, and that's the end of bag 1. So 1 was really setting the scene on the floor there and building up some of the base walls and the doorway. As we move through now to bag 2, we've got another minifigure, and then we actually finish the wall really and the details of that and the doorway itself. So first up, the minifigure. We've got a red minifigure, a lady this time, or a little girl, or a very short lady. Either way, they've got the small minifigure children legs, and then a nice red detailed sort of festival outfit on the front there, and a bit of print on the back. She's got some glasses on with a little smirk. She does look like a child, I think, and then she has like a black bob haircut. I'll just stick her to the side. Then we have some more snowy pieces to stick in, just one there. And then we've got some masonry bricks now to start building up sort of the wall. So we've got 5 1x4 masonry printed bricks for the facades in dark bluish grey. And we start over here. Our first 2, then the other 3 just going across here, and then a 1x2 at the end. Then we've got 6 of those, again building the wall up again, 3, 4, 5, there's one there, and another 1x2. So I'm just going to build this back over this side. This time we're going to cut into the doorway a bit more here, so we've gone in that side, and then we repeat that on the other side. Finish it off with a 1x2 on there. Then we get a 1x1 plate, stick it into the bottom of this curved piece. We'll stick that just in the front of the wall here, and then we have another sort of rock piece which is just going to go sticking through the snow at the front there. We've got another one of these large white pieces and another one of these sort of bed pieces, as I like to think of them. So we'll stick that in first, and then we'll stick the other one of these white pieces for the snow on top. So now you can see the snow is building up outside of this wall here. And another one of these corner bed type pieces. I call them that because we seem to be making beds out of these at the moment. Most of the sets I've done, Home Alone I think had one of those, and the modular we built recently had made a bed out of those. Then we've got a couple of 1x8s in light bluish grey, and a 1x4. We've got a couple of 2x4s. We've got 3 1x2s with a masonry facade, and one of these curved pieces here. So just adding to the wall here, put 1x8 across, or 2x4, and at the back we'll put a masonry brick, 1x2. Same on this side. 1x8, 1x4, masonry, and then this other curved piece connects in the top here on top of the other one. Build it up again, so another couple of 2x4s. Then we've got 4 1x2s with the masonry pattern. We've got 1 1x2 with the studs on the side, quarter white tile, and then 4 1x1s in light bluish grey. So a little quarter white tile goes on top of that curved brick there. And then we've got our 1x1. Oh, I missed 3 1x4s as well, which we need here. Then our 1x2 with the studs on goes on, with the studs on the side facing backwards. It's probably for the fireworks to be connected later, I'm guessing. Just want to check the what's that way? Cool. Let's continue across, building the wall up. And then we've got some red going in now to make it a bit more colourful. So we've got a couple of 1x1x3 bricks that just go on top of those red pieces we've already positioned in the last section, building our doorway up. And then we're going to add some more detail to that doorway now, so we'll sort of put a hinge ready for doors to be attached. We've got a couple of 1x1 bricks with the clips moulded in, and a couple hopefully with plate form. So they're 1x1 plates in red with the clip. There's one hiding under a green tile. There's another one, and then we've got a couple of the 1x1s with 2 studs on there. So we start with the 1x1 with the clip on it, the brick. Stick the plate, 1x1 plate on top of that, like this, and then we'll stick one with the studs on the side like that. That just goes next to that 1x1 we just created. The other one goes in the opposite way. Then we've got a couple of 1x4s in red, a couple of 2x2s in bluish grey, and then a couple of 2x2 plates with the studs on the sides modified like this. And into those we'll stick a couple of 1x2 plates to level it off. They just go on the front here outside the door. Then our 1x4 reds just connect our little doorways to the main wall, and then just 2x2s go in the back there. So now we've sort of building this entrance way up like this. Then we've got a couple of gold, pearl gold 1x6 tiles. These now clip onto these studs which we've got to give us a nice gold trim for the doorway. See how that continues up now. And then to add a bit more architectural detail, we've got these fences which are often in black but in Ninjago sets, but they're in red here today. And a 1x2 with studs on the side and 4 1x2 masonry bricks in grey. So our 1x2 with studs on the side goes at the end, again probably for more fireworks to be attached. Then we put one of these fence pieces in, masonry brick, another fence piece and another masonry brick. And on this side we've got a masonry brick, fence piece and another masonry brick. So building the wall up like that. Starting to get the Asian architectural look now with those fence pieces added. Then we get 2 1x4s in grey, another couple of 1x2s with the studs on the side because we haven't done anything for fireworks on the other side yet. 2 1x2 grills and a masonry brick in grey. So our 1x2 with studs on the side goes on first there, then a 1x4, and then we put the grill piece on these red studs that are left over to top off the top of our doorway. And a few more 2x2 bricks. 1x2 plates and 2 masonry bricks. We'll stick these 1x2 plates on the 2x2 bricks, and that goes just in the front one side here, and then our masonry bricks just go along the back here, just like that. And I'll just put that to the side a minute because we're going to build the bit that goes over the top of the doorway. So we start with a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 2x12 red plates, and then we stick these 2x6 modified with studs on the side in dark bluish grey on top. So we've got 2 of those. Then we'll stick a 1x12 plate across the back, and then we've got a couple of dark tan 1x2 plates just to stick on top here, like that. Then on the front here, we'll stick another 2 1x2 dark tan plates on. And then either end, we'll stick a couple of 1x1 red tiles on, like this. And if we bring back in our main area, we can stick that in over the top now. So our doorway's got a nice top to it. Put that to the side again because we're going to add some decoration to the front of this archway now. So we start with a bracket 2x2 in red, and we'll stick a couple of red jumper tiles into that, overlapping, and then we'll stick some more brackets together and a couple more jumper tiles. Then across the front here we've got another gold 1x6 tile, pearl gold, and then on these studs here we're going to stick these nice 1x1 bright blue, this is blue, not bright blue, they do look bright, 1x1 plates just across the front here. Just rub this on there to try and level it off, and then on top of those we stick some more plates at an angle to make a sort of a diamond view. So we look like that, and then we put it on its side like that, so the gold tile is on the base, and we'll just push that on. Now across the doorway we've got these nice bright blue decoration. Then we've got to build up the rest of this. So we've got a couple of 1x6s in red, stick them together, they'll connect into the middle bit, and then either side of those another 1x2s with these studs on the side to make it look like that. If I put that to the side, we're going to bring this 2x12 teal colour plate in. On either end we'll stick a 1x2 teal tile, and then a 2x2 dark green tile, and a 1x2 dark green jumper on either side, and then in the middle another 2x2 dark green. Then we have a printed tile here in red with some Chinese words on, sticks into the middle. Now if I bring back in what we've just done in here, you can see we'll stick this just over the front like that, so then it ends up looking like this. On the side of the sign we'll just stick a couple of 2x4 bricks in. And we've got some 1x4s, 1x6, we've got 4 1x1s, and a masonry brick again. It's going to build up the tops here. So over on this side we stick a 1x1 with a masonry brick and a 1x4 and another 1x1, this side we do a 1x1, the longer 1x8, 1x4 and a 1x1. Then another couple of 1x8s, 1x4, more masonry bricks, and a couple, one more 1x2 with the studs on the side. Just go across the top of the wall like this. So now the wall's getting pretty tall. And in the front we stick a couple more 1x2s with those studs on the front. I'll just put that to the side, and now we're going to build some plates that are going to cover those studs up now. So we start with a 2x12, put a 2x2 on, then a jumper tile, another 2x2 light bluish grey, another one, and then another jumper. And we do that again for the other pillar. Like that. So we've got two of those, and then if we come back here, we'll just stick these to cover the front of each of these columns either side of the doorway, like that. Make sure they're pushed in, and then where we've got these jumper tiles here, we've got some more red tiles that have got some Chinese writing printed on them, and we can connect these onto the jumpers. Make sure of course I can't read Chinese or Mandarin, but I'm guessing it's kind of like that. Then we've got some decoration on the side. So that's the end of bag 2. Bag 3 now we're going to sort of get more of the wall done in this entranceway. And we have another minifigure. And we've got another little child minifigure. If I can find his little legs, which are in black. There they are. So we've got the shorter minifigure legs. We've got the red torso, which is similar or the same, I think, as the one we saw earlier with the printed dragon on the back. He's got two facial expressions, one sort of shocked, one happy. We'll use the happy one. And then he's wearing a sort of a blue beanie hat as well. He does also in his hands have a snowball, so he's going to be busy building the snowman and throwing snowballs at people. So start with a couple of 2x2s. Is it 2? It is 2. And a couple of 1x2 plates. And then our 2x2s go at the back either side of the doorway, and our 1x2 plates just fill in this gap here, which is actually not level at the moment from the pieces we used earlier. So now we're all levelled up at the front. Then we get another couple of modified 2x2s with just 2 studs showing, and 2 1x2s with the slider modification. We'll just stick those on like that. These we use, I think, in reminds me of Titanic, where we made the bench by sticking these similar pieces together. But we stick these now on the front columns where we had 2x2s stuck earlier. So we just added them there. Gives a bit of detail. And we want more of these 2x2 plates modified with the studs on the front. There's one, there's 2, and another couple of 1x2 plates. Stick them on together to level it off. Where are we? Need another one. and then they'll go on top here and here. And then we've got a couple of masonry bricks, 1x2, again in the light bluish grey, and we stick these on upward facing with the masonry prints on there. Another couple of 2x4s there and there, and then we've got two 1x4s with studs on the side and 1x1s in dark bluish grey, and they go across the centrepiece here above our doorway, right across here like this. So we'll be able to stick something on the front here, no doubt. And we do indeed. So now we're going to get 5 red jumper tiles, and then we get 5 1x1s in yellow, and also 5 1x1 tiles in yellow. And then we stick these together. So we stick the yellow tile on top of the yellow brick. Do all these, all 5 of these, and then we stick these into the jumper tile like this. This is the pattern we're going for here. Back in, and then you can see we've got these studs to take these into now, all the way across the top like that. So now they're in position, we're going to stick a red plate all the way across and a dark bluish grey plate after that, and then a long brick piece. So when you've got that connected and you see the details here, that's really cool. Like beams coming out of a house. Then we get a couple more 1x2s with the studs on the side to stick these in the front of our masonry bricks we stuck in a minute ago. And then coming out of those, we'll stick another 1x2 facing up. So now we've got studs coming out facing upwards. Then we need 4 of these sloped grill pieces, and then underneath what we just stuck, we've got these 2 studs. We're going to stick these 2 of these either side of the column like that. Then we get another one of these 2x12s. It's 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, and underneath we're going to stick in a dark green jumper tile. Every other clutch control in the bottom, like this. Just push that down so you can see it's got this green look here, and that's going to go across the front here. And we've got on top here to give us some snow, quarter tile in white, and a 1x1 plate in white. So now we're looking like this from the front. Then we get 11 light bluish grey 2x2 brackets like this. We've got 11 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then these go right the way across the top of our wall. both sides. And on top of those we get 11 of those hinge pieces like this. So these 1x2s, we've got 11 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we repeat that, these hinge pieces all the way across the brackets we just stuck in. Actually in itself is quite a nice effect. That's what our top of our walls looking like in a minute. And then we've got a couple of 1x6 tiles, 1x4, and then we've got 6 1x1 plates with the clips on. One more, I think. And then we stick those across the front here. So we stick a 1x6 tile there, and then we stick a 1x1 plate with the clip on there. And on this side we've got 1x4, same again with that white clip either end, there and there. Same there. So now we've got all those at the front, and those clips are actually going to be used to make some little icicles. So we've got 2 candle pieces, 6 unicorn horns, which is the go-to icicle. We'll stick 2 of those unicorn horns into a candle pieces to make a large icicle. I can clip in that side one over here, and then the other clips just take these little unicorn pieces direct to make smaller icicles hanging off. On top of the wall, so like that. Now if we come back to the hinges that we've got, we get 11 of these inserts, these 2x2s in black, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we clip these in the top, so let us angle down like a slope of a roof. Push those down as we go. All the way across there, and then we've got 5 1x2 plates. Stick some sort of snow effect there, and then we've got 17 of the 1x2 gold bullion accessory pieces in dark bluish grey. 17. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17. And we're just going to go across all of these hinge pieces we've just stuck in. So the bullion pieces are the tiles, and then we've got some white pieces just to give us that snow effect. white plates are just above the icicles as well, so we can see how the snow's dripped off the roof to form these icicles. One more. There we go, so now you can see the roof is forming here. Then to add to the snow effect, we've got 5 of these small wedges, and we're just going to stick these on top of the plates. Like that. And then we've got a bit more to add as well. So we've got 4 curved white tiles and then 7/4 white tiles. Just to start covering these studs up a little bit. That, so we've added some snow on top. Just put that to the side. We're going to build the doors now, I think, for the entranceway. So we start with a 2x3 plate, stick a tile on top there. Then we get one of these flag pieces and we actually use one of our stickers. So there's only 2 stickers in this pack. We use the first one now. That on there like that, and that goes on like so. Then we've got a 3x3 plate underneath, and we'll finish off with another flag, then a 2x3, and then a 1x3. So there's like one door. And then we'll stick a 1/6 length rod into those clips, and then on top of the jumper we've got some rings which you would have seen in a French prison restaurant. So I'm just getting engaged. That's the door handle. So we come around the back, and where we put these clips in earlier, we just attach the door to that. From the front you can see the door closed, so we've got to put another one of these. Let's just do that first. Same pattern. Stick our sticker on. Like that, and then you can see the door shut there, and then we can open it up if we want to. So let's keep the door shut for now. And that's the end of bag 3. So bag 4 we're going to do finish the main roof bit off here in this section, and we've got another minifigure as well. This looks like an elderly lady shoveling some snow. first up is the elderly lady. She's got some black legs and a different printed torso here. She's wearing like a flower coloured top with different arms coming out, some rose patterns on. She has got two prints actually on her face. They look exactly the same, to be honest. Can't really tell the difference. Which is a bit weird. And then she's got grey hair in a bun, and as I said, she's carrying a shovel in her hand, like so. So there's our fourth minifigure in the set. Putting the set back in there, we need to prep for the main roof in the middle here. So a couple of 1x6 bricks either side, and then at the front we've got some inverted slope bricks, 1x2s, just to go out the front. Then we've got a couple of 1x4s, and 3 1x2s. With studs on the side, so the studs face backwards. I'm guessing all that's for the fireworks that we had at the end, or towards the end. So they all go across the back. Then inside here we've got a couple of 1x2s in yellow with the clips facing up. It's probably where we're going to clip the roof part to it to give us a slope. So we've got 4 of those going in. Then just to make sure they stay in place, we've got a couple of these curved teal tiles that don't want to go in. Just make sure that stays in place. Then we've got some 1x3 sloped pieces, got a couple of masonry bricks and a couple of 1x1 bricks. We've got to build out the side here where the roof is eventually going to rest against. I just built that top bit out there with a bit more slope action going on. Continue the slopes, and another couple of masonry bricks. And then we've got some curved bricks. So just building up this wall again, so more slopes, masonry brick on the side, and then at the front we're going to put one of these curved bricks on the side, cover up the remaining stud at the front, make it look like this, put this added on, and then to finish up the top here we'll stick just one sloped brick, and across the back we're just going to stick these 1x4, 3 of these panel pieces across the back, like so. So you can see we built up the enclosure for the roof. Then across here we're going to stick a 1x6 tile in the middle, and then a 1x4 tile on the other ends. Plate, sorry, not tile. We're going to deviate now and build a couple of lanterns. So we've got some gold flowers and tassels. Stick the flowers in the top and the tassels in the bottom. So we've got the standard lamp kind of build. Ooh. I kicked my lamp across the floor. Ooh. Build another one there, and then they clip into either side where we had the jumper tiles added earlier on each side. So hang down at the front of the doorway. Then we'll build the roof, so I'll just stick that to the side and use this large black plate to build the roof. Start with one of these curved bricks, and then we've got 17 white jumper tiles. Not going to quite cover the whole roof, but we've got a piece of snow resting on most of the roof. Build this right the way across here. One more there, so now we've got that, and then the remainder of the roof we're going to actually cover it in more jumper tiles, but these are going to be dark bluish grey ones. Yeah, one more like that. So now we've completely covered that plate, and then we're going to add a few more sort of snow effects. So start us off, put the 1x4 up here in this curved tile plate, and then I'm going to stick these curved bricks all the way down. I'm going to make it look like the top of the roof is covered partly in snow. So like that. Then on this side, again, we're going to have another set of plates and some curved bricks. There we go, all the way down like that, and then to finish this off we'll have another 4 curved bricks in white and a couple in dark bluish grey, and we'll just stick these and this last row of jumper studs sticking out. Like that. Now we're going to stick a macaroni tile and a quarter tile in white over here, a couple of 1x2 plates in white, then we've got some of these curved curved plates just going in there. Give us some snow texture. The macaroni, 1 2 3/4 white tiles. Go, and then on the back we're going to stick in the pieces that are going to clip into those yellow pieces that we stuck in earlier. Stick those in like that, flip this over, and then clipping back in our piece. This should, hopefully, it's all lined up, just connecting here, slide it in. Ooh. Knocks the lamp off. There we go, so the roof is in position now. And then across the top of the roof we're going to stick some minifigure roller skates. So we'll stick 2 of them together. And we'll do that 4 times across the top here. On top there, so put those roller skates on top there. Let's put that to the side. Now build something else here. So we start with this 1x12, and we'll stick a 1x2 with a clip on other end. Now Brandon, coffee and iPods do not mix, be warned. Then we've got a couple of white plates to stick in the middle here, 1x1 and 1x4. Then we have another curved tile there and a 1/4 tile in white. And then we stick the little handle pieces in on the side here, like this. And that goes on top, bringing us back in on top of these roller skates we just stuck on. That adds that to the top up there, and that's the end of bag 4. Bag 5, we're actually bringing the snow area out further, so it's actually a bit deeper in terms of footprint of set. There's another minifigure as well. It's an older gentleman this time. So he's got dark blue legs. He's got like a waistcoat, or a it's a waistcoat I suppose. He's got buttons on the front, printed on the back and the front. He's got some glasses on, only one print on his face. Grey hair, and he's carrying a pink 1x1 tile, which maybe is an envelope. Something, so he looks like that. Put that to the side. There's also got to build a bucket, and the bucket's got a 1x1 trans blue piece in, obviously for water. Stick the handle on the bucket. So you've also got the bucket. I'm not sure the context of the bucket, but we need to build that as well. I'll stick that to the side. Then we start with one of these curved white plates, and we'll stick a wedge piece on the corner, and off that another wedge piece here. Then we'll bring that back in here, and we add this plate to the front over this side. So you can see we're getting another row of snow going in. Then we've got two 2x4 plates in tan, one of these 1x2 curved bricks, and a 1x1 plate. And our tan brick goes there, and then our 1x1 goes behind there. Just add that on there. And then some more plates just here in front of the steps. We have a large 6x8, I guess, plate. Just connects in there with that plate. A few more curved white pieces, just gives that mound of snow look by the side of the path. A few snow drifts at the front there. Put that to the side again. We'll build the other side of what we built a minute ago. Curved break in there, and this will fill up this other section on this side now. So it's gone right out. Then we'll just do a bit more sticking these plates together to make sure that they don't all fall off. Now we've put them on the front, got this nice big area now at the front to start positioning our characters. There's a few more wedges to go in, give us some snow texture, I guess. These in the wrong place. So you start with that goes on there, that goes in there, a wedge in the middle there, and then we've got a couple of these white tiles to go in there. Adding some more snow on here across this front path here as we come down. Lots of snow detail in this set, a bit more to go in now. Add in some of these quarter tiles at the front here, and then these curved tiles just go across the front down there. Then we get a couple of reddish brown 1x1 clips, and they actually go in over here. I'm going to stick a sort of a ladder climbing up the wall here, so then we put a 1x4 reddish brown rod, and into that we've got one of these reddish brown ladder pieces. Lean that against the wall. And we have a brown crate over here. Then we sort of randomly put a rock piece there with a 1x1 plate next to it. Building out another little rock here with some snow, and that's the end of bag 5. So I've added a bit more area out the front, got a ladder there now, a crate. Bag 6, we're going to do some fireworks and a bit more detail of the snowman and some things at the front here, and it looks like we've got someone holding some firecrackers. I'm just going to put that to the side. Because this minifigure is dressed like an ox, has the firecrackers to ward off the dragon. I guess it's a dragon, Nian. Let's do some fireworks as well in this one. So our character this time, he's got some purple legs with a bit of print detail on the bottom there. And then they got a red torso which is different to the others. Has printed on the front and the back. They've got 2 prints on their face, like a smirky face and a big smiley face. Let's go with the big smiley face. Must be having fun. And then he's got a ox's head hat to go on top, and into the top of that I'm going to stick some horns, got some white ox horns to go either side. So there he is, looking quite happy. So 6th minifigure, our last one, and then he's actually going to be holding the firecrackers. So we get a 4-length rod, these kind of dumbbell pieces like this to make a stick, and then we've got one of these rope pieces here which is going to go into the top of our stick, and then we've got a series of these red connectors which when stuck together look a bit like firecrackers. So let's just get these out. So it's 10 we need, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, and then we won't put them all the way down the rope because then it looks like some have gone off and have exploded already. There we go, so there's our little firecrackers, and then our character that we just created will be holding these to ward off the spirits. Now we're going to build some flowers. So we've got all these, it's like celery, like hair pieces to me. I've not seen these ones before actually, these are new for me, and we're going to stick these 1x1 round pins in a light green into the bottom. And that's going to add some like foliage to the front here. So if I bring this back in, these are going to go just on the side over here and down there. So we've got these green plants growing. Now we're going to build the snowman. So as I said earlier, this was looks exactly like the snowman that was built in the Ninjago staff present this year. So with a white ball and a 1x1 with 2 studs either side. Into that we'll stick, into the side studs we'll stick the 1x1 round with a hole in the middle. Stick a 1x1 plate in white on top. Then we've got a nice scarf and then a white minifigure head goes in the top like that. Then we've got our little brown shoots which can go in. Oh, his head's popped off. Let's put his arms in first, like this, and then scarf can go on again, and then hopefully his head stays in. So there's our little snowman. Bring that back in. That's going to go, think about there. So now we've got a snowman in the picture. Inside the crate we are going to stick a firework, and to make a firework we put one of these Technic connectors, and we've got a long grey pin that can go into that, and then on top we're going to stick a tan coloured pyramid piece, and that's our symbol of a rocket, and that goes into the crate at the front. In front of that we'll stick something that you can use to light the fireworks, so we've got a brown telescope piece with a flame in top. So it's probably not best to leave that by a crate full of fireworks, but never mind. Then we're going to have to open up our explosion bag, and we want, I think, not that one, not that one, that's it. Where are you? This one, this kind of yellow explosion. And what we're going to do is we'll get another red Technic connector. This time we'll stick a small grey Technic pin in with a stud on top. Stick that into either end. Then in the bottom there's a white 1x1 with a pin in it, and in the top we'll stick the explosion, so it looks like there's a firecracker or something that's exploded on the floor, and we'll stick that in the front there, so you can see it's just down the front blowing up. Next to that, same approach, we've got another red connector. Stick a Technic pin in with a stud on top either end. Stick a white 1x1 round with a pin in to the bottom, and this time it's a bigger explosion. It's one of these explosions, and that just sticks. It's the other way, I think. We'll stick that, so it's another one of these explosions, and that goes next to the other side, so you can see all these bangs going on. I'm going to build a little sort of tree now. Start with one of these medium nugget elephant tusk, is it? And a white branch. On the white branch, on the leaf, we'll stick a couple of these yellow flowers. Stick that to the top of this tusk, and then in the top we'll stick a shoot in brown coming out, and that's going to stick in down this side. It's like a little plant or tree that's growing in the snow. I'm going to do another one. So another white leaf with some yellow flowers on. This time we've got one of these reddish brown paddle pieces that go into the bowl, and we'll stick it into the top of that tusk like this, and this one is going to stick into the Erling brick we stuck in earlier, so it's coming out the side over here, and then we'll do one more. Just going to stick into this piece we built earlier, so another white branch, another couple of yellow flowers in. goes into the top with another shoot going in there like that, and this one is going to stick in over here. So we've got some nice bare looking trees trying to survive the winter. Put that to the side. We're going to build a firework. So we've got this nice bright orange piece here, and we're going to stick a cone into each end piece. It sticks out. It's a trans orange colour. Like this, and then into the end of each of those we'll stick trans blue, light trans blue, 1 by 1 round, same as the colour we put into the bucket earlier. And into the end of those we stick these yellow stars like this, which we, well, was the wand actually, I think, of Tinkerbell in the Disney castle. So one more goes in there like that. So you can see this big firework exploding now, and then onto the back we've got one of these transparent sticks. Hopefully we can connect it to the middle like that, and this one goes around the back of our set, sticks into the 1 by 2 we stuck with the studs on the side, then we stick a microphone through it so it doesn't move, so it's stuck in position. So around the back it looks like this. It gives us a nice exploding firework look at the front as I knock an icicle off. I'm going to build another one. So same again, we've got one of these star pieces, but this time we use some red, trans red cones. Go all the way around. And into the end of the cone we've got trans orange 1 by 1 rounds. All the way like that. And this time we use pink wands. Stick these all the way in, and this explosion goes above the door this time. Hopefully get another one of these transparent rod pieces. Stick that in, and then a microphone piece can go through it to secure it into position. If we spin it around again and hold it up, you can see there's another firework exploding above the door. That's it for bag 6. So now I think we've pretty much finished the scene, and we're going to be moving on to the dragon or lion, not sure what it is. Nian, I guess. So we've only got 2 more bags left, including this bag, and then we're done for today. So we start with a 2 by 8 in dark red. See a couple of these ball joint connectors into the front. A couple of orange 1 by 2 plates coming off the overhang there, and then across there now we'll stick a dark red 1x4 plate to secure it into position. Then we stick one of these large pieces here, which is probably for the head, and put a 1x2 in orange either side, a pale orange I guess. Behind that put a 2x3 blue brick, 1x2 plate, and a couple more ball joint connectors so we can do the rear legs. Then we'll stick a 2x2 on, another tan 1x2 plate here, and at the back for the tail we'll do another ball joint connection there. Then we've got a yellow bracket piece with 2 rows of 1x4s, goes either side there, and at the end we'll stick 2 curved pieces in this orange colour towards the tail. Then in teal we've got these 1x1 tooth bracket pieces, so 2 go either side of where the head's going to go. I think that's where the head's going to go anyway, and then 2 face outwards. Then on this side we'll stick a 1x4 orange plate at the top, and then we've got a couple of dark red jumper tiles underneath. We'll stick another jumper tile in the middle there on the top, and then we'll surround that by 2 pearl gold flowers. So we're looking like that. Then we'll flip it around and we'll repeat the same process as we just did. So some dark red jumpers, another one in the middle, and a couple of pearl gold flowers. Then we get a yellow 1x2 with studs on the front. Stick an orange plate into the front of that, and then we've got one of these pointy curved plates that goes on top of that, and that sticks at the front over here like that. Then we get a 2x2 plate, and we'll stick a tan 1x2 plate on top. Oh, hold up, I missed something there. Before we get to that stage, we've got these 2 dark red wedge pieces which come out the back. Then we stick our 2x2 on top. Says, and then he's like, am I right? Double check. Yeah, I think so. Goes on there like that and that. Slight change here, so we've got that like that. Then we stick, that's better, and then we have another 1x2 tan plate goes on there. Then we stick these teal quarter tiles either side. and we stick a 1x2 plate just in the back there. Then we have this nice pearl gold shape here, and that connects down the back to give us a bit of an arch. 2x3 teal plate goes in. And we've got more of these teeth bracket pieces in teal colour again, and another 1x2 in orange goes in the middle there. Then we have a nice teal coloured tile, like a gravestone piece, and then 4 curved orange pieces at the front over here. So we've got 4 of these, 2 on each side. These are kind of like the shoulders, I think, of the mythical beast. And then we continue to layer up these tile shield kind of gravestone pieces all the way up to form the back. Nice effect. And then we get 3 orange coloured leaves. Put these on each side, so it's like things hanging down from the animal. Yeah, 3 orange. Where's the other 2? There's 1. And 1 more. Like I see gold ones. There it is, hiding underneath an inverted piece. Right. There's our orange leaves. Straighten that one up a little bit. Then on the bottom we need to stick some inverted sloped pieces. Got these 2 at the front, and then this one coming off the back there. So this is what our animal's looking like at the moment. Hold that thought, and we need to do a leg now. So we start with a 1x3 dark red plate, 1x2 45 degree inverted orange brick, ball joint, yellow bracket, ball joint connector. We've got curved brick and a cheese wedge piece. Then we'll stick another bracket piece just on the top there, and connect that with a orange 1x2 plate. Then we've got a couple of quarter teal coloured tiles going like this. Then we'll decorate the arms here, so we've got some gold coloured leaves this time. Come off the brackets here, and then we've got a little gold flower on the top. Then we're going to make a claw. We'll start with an inverted 2x2. Put the ball joint in there. We've got these 1x2s with teeth on to give us the claws. Jumper tile, and then a curved piece like that, and then we'll stick the claw or the foot into the arm there. That goes into the rear back leg, like so. Then we start with a 1x4. Well, this is probably a front claw now. Put these ball joint connectors in there, and we'll stick a yellow 1x4 bracket piece, 1x1 with a thick ring in, as they say. At the top of the thick ring we'll stick a golden flower, and at the front here a sloped orange piece. Then another flower piece, and then on top of that we'll stick a leaf. slightly raised up. Then we've got another curved brick that goes on top of that. And then a quarter tile again in teal colour. It's going to go like that. Then on the side we'll stick a pearl gold leaf, another flower, and then on the rest of this bracket we've got 2 orange quarter tiles. Go down the side like that. So that's the leg part. Then we'll do the paw or the claw again. Same way, a 2x2 inverted with a ball joint. One of these 1x2 with teeth on. Dark red jumper tile, and a 2x2 sloped on top. And that clips in to the bottom there. And if we bring back in, gives us a front paw for our monster there. So now we've done that side, we've got to do the rear on the other side. So 1x3 again, inverted brick, got a cheese wedge in there. A few more details with these quarter tiles, and then on the outside we'll stick these pearl gold leaves again, gold flower like this. Let's do our paw. Goes in there like that, and then if we come back to our rear again, stick that in there like that. So there's his first rear leg on the other side. Let's finish off with the front again. Of course you've got to do the tail, and then I'm guessing the next bag you might do the head. And then the last paw. That, and then we'll just connect this to the front shoulders. Try not to break it all up. So now we'll try and position him so you can see all the sides done there. And now we've got to do the tail. So the tail starts with a 1x2 plate, and we'll stick one of these ball joint pieces on top, and then we'll stick a teal coloured tile. We need to do 3 of those now to help us form the tail. let's connect them together, and then into the end we're going to stick a microphone piece to finish the end of the tail off. And then if we bring back the body, we can stick the tail on. There's the tail going on. And that's the end of that bag. So our last bag now. Just gonna do the head. And at the end of the tail there's also something hanging off, so you've got to build that to start with. So to start with, we want to build the item that's hanging off of the animal's tail. So we start with a 1x1 with 4 studs coming off of it in reddish brown, and we'll stick all the way around 4 of these curved bricks to form almost like a flower looking shape like this. Then we do another one, stick them together. Like that, and then we'll stick them together slightly off, so they're like this. And then on the top we're going to stick in a dish in gold colour, and then sticking at the top with a 1x1 clip piece in gold like this. And in the bottom we've got another tassel piece which we stick in lanterns. So we've got something that looks like this. Then maybe this is a firecracker, I'm not sure, or just a lamp. There we go. So that hangs from the tail like so. Now onto the head. So we start with a 4x4 dark red plate, and we stick 2 orange cheese wedge pieces in the bottom corners. And then between that we stick a 2x2 here with one of these big large ball joints in. In front of that we'll stick a 1x2 orange plate, and then it's flanked by this dark yellow 1x1 with studs on the side like this. Then we've got a 2x2 grey tile, and on the other side of that we've got 1x1 round orange brick. And at the front here on the tile we'll stick 2 wedge pieces just to give it an angled front. And then on the side we've got double cheese wedge in orange. That connects in. Then we've got 2 of these sort of golden paddle pieces, face opposite directions outwards. Then we get an orange 1x2 bracket, and we'll stick a teal 1x2 tile in. 1x2 here with Technic brick with the holes in, and a teal tile on top, and we'll stick that there into the middle. And at the front we'll stick a teal coloured downward facing bracket. We should have another double cheese wedge, goes in the top at the back there. Then we get a 1x6 bracket, and we'll stick a 1x2 tan plate into the middle. Then we've got 2 dark red 1 by 1 O-rings, and then 2 thick rings, and then 2 1 by 1 orange with clips on, and then that sticks across the back here of the head, almost like the ears. Then on top here we'll stick another downward facing teal bracket, and then into that on the front, if I can see it, we've got some dark blue triangle piece. Flank this with a couple of 1 by 1 teal plates like this. Then we take this arm here, we'll stick the Technic pin through into that, thankfully. Ooh. Then we'll stick a Technic pin with a stud on one side, and then there's a 1 by 1 round bit goes on there. It's kind of like doing the eyes, I think, now. So these Technic bricks or pins connect into those Technic holes, and then we do the same on the other side. The white eye, and then this connects into this one. So we've got some eyes forming here on the front. Then we stick this kind of A-frame piece over the top, and a 1 by 2 orange plate into the middle. Then we get an orange bracket and a teal coloured one of these, which I'm not sure used to be a radar back in the day, the police station. And then we'll stick some curved bricks in orange over the front here to give us, form us the nose. Space there, and right in the front we've got a yellow 2 by 2 tile, covers up those studs, and then more curved orange bricks just come side here to give sort of like the ears, I guess. A couple of more 1 by 1s with a sort of thick ring going in the middle there to level us it up, and then another A piece there with a 1 by 2 like tan piece in the middle. Then along the back we get a couple of these 1 by 2s with the curves ends. Front of that a 2 by 4 in orange. And then we're going to put some tiles across the top of his head, and then these cutaway orange pieces as well. Ooh. Just to show near his eyes, like that. Use some teal banana now. Let's stick in to our clip there. And then we have a 2 by 2 massive printed eye, which is going to go onto that 1 by 1 piece. There you go, see the huge eye. And then we stick another banana in teal over the top. So we end up with this effect here, which works quite well. Of course, do the same on the other side now. So we've got the two eyes formed there with the bananas. Flip it over. I'm just going to stick a inverted 2x2 here just to support those plates at the bottom, and then we've got a 2x2 plate here, which has a 1x2 with a handle piece and a normal 1x2 sorry, plate at the back, and then we'll stick one of these orange pieces over here over the top with a couple of 1x1 rounds in white. Maybe these are teeth. Looks like they probably are going to be teeth. So on either side we're going to stick a bracket tooth piece again in white either side, so you can see a bit of some fangs coming down there, and then we can just connect this inverted curved piece behind the tooth into the plate, hopefully, to secure it into place so it doesn't fall off. Looks like this now from the side. Then flipping it over on top, we're going to put a 1x2 with a clip in the middle in dark red up there, and that's got a cutaway sloped piece there, of which we connect a gold 1x1 handle piece to a white cone that has a tooth piece coming out the top, so it looks like a horn, and that clips in, looks down like this, and we've got this horn coming out the top of his head, and then coming out the side where we stick the paddles on earlier, I think we've got these wispy pieces like a moustache coming out from his nose. You can see there these pearl gold pieces now fluttering out. Then where we've got these stud pieces shown here, we're going to stick gold flower or leaf with a gold flower on top. Do that on both sides. Like that, and then also in the back we get a gold vine, and we'll stick a candle piece in, another gold candle piece. So we've got two of those, and then these stick into the rings at the top of the back of his head, like that. So at the front it's looking a bit more decorative. Then we get two more vine pieces, and it goes into other ring piece, backwards facing there, something like this. Then we've got another two which go into the top here, top and out. It's quite elaborate now. Just put that to the side a minute, and we're going to build the jaw that goes into the bottom of his mouth. So we start with a bracket piece and a 1x2. We've got one of these red pieces here, like a red 1x2 with two clips and a downward facing red bracket. And there's these little claw-like things, whiskers in gold that face downwards, and then in the front here we're going to stick some dark red wedge pieces with a 1x2 with teeth facing up, and we'll cover that with this orange curved piece to forms the bottom of his jaw, and then we can clip that into the bottom. So there's his front of his mouth, and with any luck we can now connect this to the body, and there we have our beast of Nian, I guess, which looks quite cool. That's the end of that. That's the end of the building facts. So we've ended up with our scene here, which you can see, and then we've got the dragon, and then we've got various people that are going to celebrate and scare off this evil beast. in some way. So we just position all the figures. Put the old lady clearing the path. And then we've got kids playing with snowballs in the back and running around. So that's the scene. Quite a nice little set. Not too bad for I think it was about £20–30 I got it in the staff auction. It's quite a nice scene. It'll look quite nice on the shelf, probably positioned near the Arts Festival. So let's go back to the main screen. You can see what it looks like from the front. Let's see. Let's raise it up a little bit. So here's the scene then itself. So you can see all the minifigures sort of randomly positioned. Go over this way a bit. We've got some trees and foliage coming up here. We've got these nice fireworks over the top. We've got a nice snowman down there with a ladder, and then the various fireworks and firecrackers going off. This guy here dressed as an ox with the big firecrackers. Of course, we've got the doors as well in the back here, which can open up. So you can position people coming in and out of those doors. Gives you a nice sort of cutaway scene. And then we've got the beast itself, which if I can pick up without knocking bits off of it, there he is. I think he's got like a big firecracker at the back of his tail that would go off. And then his head's a really nice build. It's got some nice details in there with the bananas and the eyes and the jaw. So you can position him because he's on any ball joints. So you can recreate the scene of this festival. So a nice build. And that's probably it for today. So reminder, next week we're doing the White House, the Lego architecture set. Again, another one of those Lego staff auctions that I got as well. So I've been looking forward to building that for a while. And then March is really going to be Marvel month. So we'll be moving through from doing the Infinity Gauntlet. We've got Thor Brothers Asgard flat scene, and we've got the Guardian ship as well to build. So you can join me through March for the Marvel builds there, and we'll see if we get any others during the month as well, because I do have my eye on Thor's hammer, but that probably will be the following month. So whatever you're doing on this Sunday, enjoy yourself, stay safe. I'll be back again next Sunday, and I'll see you then.